Hello and welcome to the journey with me, Caroline Rumbi, your host. Today, I'm going to have Blessing Paradza joining me shortly. Blessing is like the man of the moment at the moment, moment in my circles. A lot of young people know him. He's doing a lot of good stuff with videography and a lot of other stuff that we're going to find out from him. So, let's welcome Blessing. Hey,
Hey,
Blessing.
how are you doing?
How are you, mate?
I'm alright. How are you doing? How is it going?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good to be on the show.
Good to have you on the show, Mr.
Yeah.
Busy. Hey, guy, you're
Hey,
so busy now, aren't you?
hey, we have to.
It's
We have to.
lockdown time, but you are everywhere. You are
Mm,
wanted by everyone right now.
it's just busy life.
Okay, so
Being
tell the
relevant.
audience about. Sorry,
I said being relevant, trying to be relevant in these times.
you are very relevant right now.
Yeah.
Very relevant. So, tell us about Blessing. Just a bit about Blessing.
Bit about Blessing. Well, Blessing is the only boy in his family. Well,
Okay.
one boy, one girl.
Okay.
Um, he likes art. Did art in school. Likes to create. Um, loves family, loves church.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
Awesome. So, and Inako, because I'm
Inako,
telling you on your blessing, but this is
well, Inako, that's an invention of the artistic character that I have. So,
okay.
it just came to me one
Inako.
day. Yeah, it just came to me one day, Inako, and it means I'm not a citizen of Earth. So it has elements of the kingdom in it. So it's a it's a ministry really, if I was to
Okay.
say, which operates um and just does creative stuff.
Okay. And when you say kingdom, what are you talking about? It's the United Kingdom. What?
Well, the kingdom of God. So growing up in a Christian family and being engaged in so many artistic perspectives. Funny enough, Ainako was meant to be my hip hop name when I thought I wanted to be a rapper and embark in that journey. But then it turned into a business and company name, or company to be launched name. Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, you wanted to be a rapper. Can you just give us a
And,
little?
I wanted to be,
Come on.
wanted to be, guys.
Creative people are always ready.
Now, wanted to be a rapper. It wasn't in me. I was
Okay,
better
so that
off.
ship has sailed.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Maybe
that's fine.
we never know.
Or it might come back.
It might come back. We never know.
So you really are not even going to give us a little.
Not today. Not today. I'll come back next time. Maybe.
Okay, so Blessing, what I know about you, or what I knew about you, was I'm not sure which instrument started, but you were playing instruments.
Yeah.
And let me see. I think at first you were playing keyboard.
No, drums started. Drums was the
Drum
first one.
started.
Yeah, drums was the first one. Yeah.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
you went to keyboard.
And then I went to keyboard. Yes.
Do you play anything else?
Nah, just those two.
Okay, so
Yeah.
tell us, like, in the lockdown, what are you actually doing? Why is everyone after you?
Okay, so when I went into lockdown, um, me and my friend were kind of trying to do something for the for my youth ministry and my assembly in Forward in Faith Ministries. So I'd kind
Mm.
of got all this equipment. Yeah, so it just kind of happened at the right time. So we were doing youth services, and my church kind of got wind of what we were doing, and they wanted us to do something for the region, for Forward in Faith Ministries region. So we did a service for the region. The national youth kind of got what we were doing for the region, and they wanted me to do something for the national youth. So we did something for the national youth for online streaming services. The national youth
Mhm.
was the international, so what we're doing for the national youth, and they wanted the service. So we ended up doing the first international youth online service which are streamed from here. So from there onwards, I've just been doing services mainly, and branching off into other things.
Okay, so has this like opened doors for you even outside the church as well?
Yeah, yeah. In a way, yeah. Um, in the beginning, it was sort of a passion project to do. So it was I'm just something was driving me to do it. So I was just kind of a bit driven to continue doing services. And it was a lot of services. We were doing like maybe 2 or 3 services per week, which is a lot of
Mm,
services. So I started doing services for here for my youth ministry, for the faith. We started
mm-hmm.
doing services for other nations that needed help. Maybe they didn't have internet or they didn't know how to edit. So we started doing services from there onwards, and then it kind of branded off into. I have certain elders in our church who are into the music ministry, and they're like, okay, I want to do a live. Can I do a live session? They came, we did a live session. Then they're like, can we do a music video? We did a music video, and then that kind of got the attention of other people. So it has sort of elevated into started something that started off as a passion project in a sense to
Okay.
becoming it's going towards a business. Really, it's starting to make sense.
Wow. Wow.
So
Okay, so
yeah,
you've gone international basically because I heard you say you're doing stuff for other nations.
yes, yeah. So sort of yeah.
Okay, okay, cool. This is so amazing. Congratulations on your journey. This
Thank
sounds
God.
fantastic. How
Thank
are you
God.
finding it?
It's a lot of work, to be honest. It's not something that is it's just all fun and games because editing services. There's one time I went 2 days, no sleep, just editing services. So it can be pretty much time consuming. Especially when I was kind of doing all the edits by myself. Right now we are sort of building a team in our church in Foreign Faith Ministries. So it was a bit
Okay.
time consuming, but it was all right. The results were okay, so I'm happy with it.
Okay, well, I think you're
Yeah.
doing very well. Let me just show people a little snippet of what you're doing with the youth
We see
services.
you deserve it. Everything that you have done, oh God. You deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. For all
Wow, wow, wow. And she's got an amazing voice.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Wow, this is really good. So when you put together another team, I guess that's based on the church. Did they like pull together other professionals? How did you guys pick each other out?
Um, of interest. So it's in a church. It's not really getting professionals unless people are maybe getting paid and stuff like that. But it's people who are passionate, people who want to learn, people were interested. We asked them if they wanted to join, so they joined the group, and then from there onwards, we can sort of develop each other into a great team and into understanding the areas of our calling on the creative aspect of things.
So was this just a team of like young people like you, or a
Yeah,
mix of?
yeah, it's a team of young people. Of course, is managed by the media house of the church, but it is young guys who are innovative, who are creative, who are just trying to contribute to the church, especially in the pandemic. The media department has sort of you know become sort of the music department, because there's time in the music department where the guys were doing a lot, but the media department now is a bit more a demanding department. So
Yeah,
we have a lot of young guys who are gifted, really, who are doing things.
definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you always wanted to do this, or like how has it begun?
All right. I want it to be well after the the hip
After
hop
the rapping?
after the rapping kind of stopped. I was comfortable being a music producer, so staying behind the scenes. So I've been developing my gift. So I was sort of going that route until the pandemic happened, and then I kind of discovered the video element of it. And now the knowledge that I had acquired for sound and the knowledge that I'm getting for video, combining that together it's been great. Like, I'm starting to understand. You kind of need both knowledges, to be honest. So you can't put me on an advantage in terms of other video makers, because I have a certain understanding of sound as well.
Okay. So the video stuff just came in out of your own interest, or you studied?
Out of my own interest, really.
Okay.
Yeah, YouTube plays an important role, and being creative as well plays an important role. So it was sort of the pandemic. I developed quicker than most people because I was doing it frequently. So it's sort of like an everyday thing, because the services were coming in every day. So every day I'm doing something, every day I'm making mistakes, every day I'm growing. And what the church environment allows for you to do is you can make mistakes, but because it's church, it's ministry, it's not really that noticeable. So it allows for development without that much.
Okay, so because we're not
Much emphasis.
educated in this thing, you are just doing wahala behind the scenes.
We're just going through. We're just managing.
I shall tell the elders. The elders shall hear of this. Awesome. Okay, so I meant to ask you something else. I forgot. But how has it been? Like you're with mom, right?
Yes. I'm still at the house.
So has mom been supportive, or like,
Well,
what does she think of your?
Yeah, my mom is supportive. That if I was not here and allowing me to still be around, I wouldn't be able to do this, because it's a lot of investments that went into this. We're talking empty wallets sort of investments, where a lot of money went into the gear, and then once you do that as well, you discover that you need to put in more money into what you're doing. And most of what we're doing, especially for church, is not paid work. So you're not really making too much money from this yet. But so it's trying to work on the side, part-time jobs, and raise the finances required to keep upgrading the level of art. So investment plays a big role in all of this.
So during this lockdown, have you had other opportunities of income come in, or are you just ministering everywhere? Because you said you're doing international, you're doing other things as well now for other people who are not in the church. Are you just ministering all over the world?
Well, for my church is strictly ministering, because I don't expect anything from my church. It's a department that I feel like God has called me to work in. So for my church, I am 100% a minister there. But then there's a business aspect that comes in from people who are external from the ministry that I serve, and those will get charged. It's not too much, actually. I'm understanding, but there's a business aspect of it, just on my time to go and do what I'm doing.
I love it. You are literally living the scripture that says your gift will make room for you.
Definitely.
God is faithful. We like it. So you mentioned that the equipment is expensive. I just want to show people a snippet of this gadget drone, right?
Yes,
yeah. Have a look at this, guys. Man, I don't know if I'm frozen or what's happened to it.
No, it came through a bit.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Is it on now?
Yeah, it's on.
Okay, so there we go. Now I can see it. See, we need people like you, because some of us are learning this stuff, and
You're doing well. You're doing very well. You should join the team.
You.
You should join the team.
Thank you. I might be qualified enough to come to the ministry.
You can come to the ministry, definitely. We need people like you.
Okay, so if people want to contact you, if they want you to come and take some videos. Are you still doing music, or right now it's just the videography?
No. I'm doing both. So, I don't know if we're talking about future, but there's interesting stuff that we're gonna do on the music aspect, in the coming year. But we're doing both visuals, music, graphics, so all around creative aspect of ministry. There's other churches that outsource me to do their marketing, so flyers and services and stuff like that as
Okay.
well. So we're doing all of that.
Lovely. Well, I would have loved to put up some more stuff, but guys, me, I'm not that tech savvy, but he's got some amazing stuff. Have you got it somewhere like where people can come and see it, or how can people contact you as well?
So you can go on Instagram, jan.jan. That's my ad on Instagram. On Facebook, it's Blessing Paradza. So both those platforms you can catch me on.
Awesome. I am going to try and get it on the screen at some point. Yeah. So would you like to say some words to people who might want to join you or might want to be learning or exploring these gifts? I mean, you didn't just study this at school, but out of your passions and some of the stuff that you studied, it's kind of connected, hasn't it?
Yes. What I would say is, once you have identified, sometimes you don't even identify. I wouldn't say once you've identified, but if God is leading you to do something, just do it. Because at the start of the year, I didn't understand why God was telling me to buy a camera. And I mean, I got my camera in Jan. Like, there wasn't any COVID. It wasn't that prominent. I had the camera. I had all the equipment to do services in the pandemic, before the pandemic. So there's an
Wow.
aspect of God directing you that works as well. Being able to be humble and serve, having the serving spirit can really do you wonders as well. In terms of, for my church, I could have been like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't have the time. I want to get paid, all that stuff. But that can actually stop your progress yourself, because some of the doors that God has opened or is opening is because of the work that you just do without even expecting too much to come out of it. But just God can just surprise you sometimes. So I would say serving spirit, and invest in your talent. Don't go and say, I want to be a videographer. Then, maybe you want to get a camera. It's okay. You can start down, but I would prefer you serve up. And me, I started with an iPhone. The last conference, I was filming most of the stuff on my iPhone, walking around my iPhone. People were like, "What's this guy doing?" But after that, for a camera, I went and got the camera that was acceptable for the industry. So you get industry standard equipment, and you try to excel in your gift. So invest, serve, and God will market you. That's my kingdom way of doing it.
Brilliant. Kingdom way all the way. I love it. And that's from Inako. What did you say that stands for again?
I'm not a citizen of Earth. That should be all caps, by the way.
My bad.
It's all right. It's all right.
Okay, cool. No, thank you so much, Blessing, for joining us today. And we thank Mom for having you and allowing you to explore God's leading, the kingdom way. This is brilliant.
Definitely.
So, yeah, thank you so much. Been honored to host you on the journey on my show.
Thank you for having me. This is great.
Yeah, we might need you behind the scenes. So, when you see our phone ring,
we are
God
there.
bless you, Blessing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Bye.
Thank you.
Guys, how amazing is that? In such a bleak season, but God has made a way for many people, and that's why Team Farah is inviting you to come on the journey and share your testimonies. I know that we have some struggles as well during this season, but I just thought let's share some of these silver linings, some of the breakthroughs that we're having, and look at that. God has done some wonderful, amazing things for our brother Inako. Inako, yes, Inako, Blessing Paradza. Thank you for coming on the show with us today on the journey. This has been wonderful. I am Caroline Rimby, your host. So get in touch with Blessing, get in touch with me if you have stories to share, if you have experiences to share, encourage somebody, you know. So yeah, God bless you so much. It's been a pleasure. Take care.